Hello everyone, so my assigned topic is all about characteristics of a sound business plan. So when we say a sound business plan, it is a clear guide for us to be able to growing and running of our business. So now let's proceed to the characteristics. So there are 6 characteristics of a sound business. First one is objective. When we say objective, it is a real and clear goal. So like for example, your business is bakery. So like for example, the statement, the bakery wants to earn 6,000 in 6 months by selling bread. So that's one example of a clear goals. And the second one is clear. So when we say clear, it is easy to understand and read. So like for example, the plan uses simple words and pictures to show how to the business will make money. So that's one, clear and easy to understand. So the third one is logical and simple. So when we say logical and simple, it is a mixed sense and not complicated. So like for example, the plan, it should be explained by step on how to make the bread. So because your business is bakery, so that's one, logical and simple, because you show to explains by step. And the fourth one is flexible. So when you say flexible, it is a can change and when needed it. So like for example, if sales are low, so your bakery is make a new flavors or give a discounts to your customers. And the fifth one is stable. So when we say stable, it is a steady and dependable. So like for example, the bakery keeps working well because it is regular customers and suppliers. So that's one example of stable. And the sixth one is complete and integrated. So when we say complete and integrated, it is has all the needed parts are working together. So like for example, the plans include selling, money, and making bakeries, and helping customers. So that's one the example of complete and integrated. So now let's proceed to there are one question. So why do we need a business plan? So it is a business plan if we are going to have a business, because in this business plan it is a guide on how to start and manage and how to grow on our business successfully. So now let's proceed to several reasons. So there are 8 several reasons. So why business plan is necessary. So first is to project general pictures of a business project. So when we say it is means that it should be shows what the business is all about. So like for example, again, your business is all about bakery, so you show a pictures your any kind of design of your cakes, the flavors, and you should be your what else, like for example, the bread and other design of your bread, other flavors, of course. So that's one the example of the business is all about the to project general. So second one is to serve as guide in implementing the business or project. So it means that it helps us to follow the clear steps in the business. So like for example, the plans explains by how to start, manage, and promote your business. So that's one the example of guide in implementing the project in your business. And the third one is to serve as a major input to investment decisions or major expeditors. So it means that it helps us for inventors in decide they will invest in the business. So like for example, an inventors reads the like for example your business is cake. So the inventors needs reads the cake's business plan before giving money to support it. So that's one the example of investment decisions or major expenditures. And the fourth one is to serve as reference or guide to policy formulation and development. So it means that it helps in making rules or plans for your business. So like for example, again, your business is cake. So the cake business is uses the business plan to make rules about pricing their caves or customer services. So that's one example of reference or guide or policy formulation and development. And the fifth one is to serve as guide for operational matters. So it means that it helps us manage daily business activities. So like for example, the business plan shows how many workers are needed and what their tasks are. So that's one of the example to guide operational matters. And the sixth one is to serve as reference for a bank loan or financing purposes. So it means that it helps us for business entrepreneur asking for money from the banks or inventors. So like for example, the owner of the business shows the business plan to the bank to get a loan. So as inventors, you show the business plan because it is the one requirement if you're getting the loan. And the seventh one is to determine or estimate the detailed technical and financial requirements. So it means that it helps us to know how much money, equipment, or the materials are needed. So like for example, the plan, it should be less in cost or the ingredients and rent for a bakery. Your business is all about bakery, so it should be planned, and it should be less on what are those costs of your business, what are those ingredients in making a bread. And the eighth one is to serve as an overall guide for the permanent or entrepreneurs. So it means that it acts as a map of direction for the business. So like for example, the entrepreneur follows the business plan to reach a business goals. So that's one the example. And now there are David Gompert believed that business plan is selling point. With a business plan, you sell the entire company as a package. He cited the following reasons for doing a business plan as follows. First is to sell yourself as a business, to sell yourself as a business. So it means that yourself is as a business, so you should show. So you show your skills and to show your, of course, your ideas to make it support your business. So like for example, the entrepreneur's person present the a business plan to show how they can manage like they can manage of their business successfully. And the second one is to obtain a bank financing. So it means that it helps you to get the loan from a bank. So like for example, the bakery owner uses the business plan to make it apply for money to buy a baking equipment. She get a loan because she uh buy equipment for their business. And the third one is to obtain investment funds. So it means that it helps attract people who want to invest money in your business. So like for example, your friend is to invest in bakery after reading your business plan and seeing its profit is potential. So that's one the example to obtain investments funds. And the fourth one is to arrange strategic alliance. So it means that it helps us partnership with other business. So that's one that to arrange strategic alliance. And of course, to obtain large contracts. So it means that it helps the business get details with a big companies. So it means that a business is get the mga details, mga deals with a big company. And like for example, the bakery wins contract to supply bread to school. So that's one the example. It is one example of obtain large contracts. And the sixth one is to attract key employees. So it means that it helps us in hire skills and talented workers. So like for example, the bakery hires an experienced head baker after showing her business plan, showing their clear business plan. So that's two example to attract key employees. You should be, if you going to have a business, so you should be hired in those peoples who have peoples that they have experience in what kind of your business have. And the seventh one is to complete mergers and acquisition. It means that it helps us to join or buy other business smoothly. So like for example, the bakery merges with a coffee shop to show or to grow bigger. And the eighth one is to motivate and focus your equipment team. So it means that it keep us team inspired and working toward one goal. So like for example, the bakery team works and after seeing the clear goals in the business plan. So there are 7 questions. So first is, what is unique about my product or services? So it means that what makes your business special. And the second one is, who are my competitors? So it means that other business selling the same products. Those are the competitors. How will my customers buy? So it means that the way people will purchase your products. What is my share in the market? So it means that how much of your total business sales. And the fifth one is, what is the market potential? So it means that how much the business can grow, and who are my customers and where are they located. So it means that the type of people, the way the way they buy, and where do you live. And 7.1 is where will I put my business. So it means that the best location of your shop or business. How big should be my plant or place of business? So it means that the right size of your business or store or workspace. And ninth one is what equipment will I need and what size. So it means that the tools and machines needed for your business. And the 10th one is how will I treat customers. So it means that how will you serve and respect them, and how you manage to respect your customers. So that's one I treat customers. And the 11th one is what personnel do I need? So it means that the people you need to help run to your business. And the 12th one is how will I organize my enterprises or enterprise? So it means that how will you manage and divide your work? What kind of records do I need? So it means that in the important documents of trunk business activities. How much capital do I need? So it means that the money needed to start of your business. And the fifth one is how profitable will the business be? See, it means that how much profit or income the business can earn. How financially healthy will I be? So it means that how stable your money and income will be. And the last one is what is my break even point? So it means that the point when income equals expenses. So that's the 710 questions. So that's all of my report. So thank you for your listening and goodbye.